hello. How are you? All right. Gotta get the comments. Hello, hello. Live chat. All right. So I'm here. We're live. We're doing readings for the peoples who are here to get readings. I got a snooze alert. All right. This thing started working again. Yay! I wasn't sure if it would work right now, but it is. Let me turn on more lights. All right, we have Rye, Leo, and Drew and Rick. Hello, hello. How are you? All right, I'm going to plug this one in for now. Just makes it easier. I also brought over some stuff. Hello, Phil. How are you? This is a gift from a friend. There's Palo Santo, cedar, blue sage, and I think I already used the yerba santra. I think. If we go in the way that it is. So this one is the Palo Santo, this one's the cedar, this one's the blue sage. And the blue sage is for prosperity and healing. The cedar is for offering protection. So I'm going to do the one for offering protection for now because I have an abundance thing coming up in a couple of days on the 15th. It's only $5 to join it because I got a bunch of oranges downstairs that are at the brink of like, we got to get rid of these. So I'm going to use all of them together. And like 6 people have already booked into it and there's only like 13 spots available for that. So if anybody wants to be a part of that, that is available on my website. And it's on the 15th. I'm going to be recording it. But this is cedar for protection. I'm going to turn that fan down a little bit. I feel like I yell when the fan is on. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? All right. Protection. I don't want to burn anything over there. Protection. So I'm asking for divine protection and sacred space to do these readings for those who are here to receive the messages. And I've noticed that when people come in, regardless if they are part of the channel or not, like if they're a part of the actual reading questions, a lot of times the messages resonate across the board. And if you are here as a member or if you're donating to get a reading, you're welcome to put your questions in and I will get to them in the order that they come. And I do all of them as long as they are a member or as long as they have done like a little donation, which within the description box, there is a donation link. It's $2.99. You can ask whatever you'd like to ask, but we're just creating sacred space. Hello, Paloma. How are you? This smells nice. I've never used this before, this kind of cleansing and protection thing. But we want to cleanse our space, protect our space, keep the energies high vibrational, keep all the negativity out, all the evil eyes, all of the toxic stuff. It's been a weird week, but it's always a weird week for me that week. So, you know, we just go with it. But yes, let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, let's see. I'm up and down, moved back in with my mom and got a job. That's good. That you got a job and that you have somewhere to live. Can I ask? Yes, you can ask a question. Hello, Karen. How are you? Oh, what happened? I went off of it by accident. So yeah, anybody who's here, you're welcome to ask questions, or if you're not part of the membership, the donation links are in the description box. It's $2.99. We can answer any questions that you have with any of the decks that I have. I have all my different decks out here. I know the energy has been like, I don't even know how to explain it. I was just like exhausted for the last week. I was doing stuff, but I just wasn't doing stuff like online. I had people who I had done like private events for and was like recording private stuff for them, so I wasn't really online. Um, and I wasn't really posting stories and stuff like I normally do. Why has why has she not contacted me? It's been 2 months. All right, so we've got our first question. And if anybody out there has that type of energy in their life, like, why hasn't this person contacted me? It's been 2 months. I find that if you're here at this time of this question being asked, or even if you just kind of come in, sometimes it'll resonate for you as well, the messages that come through. So we've got the Devil and the Nine of Swords. And I feel like a combination of things for why this person hasn't contacted you is your anxiety is blocking it. Like, the longer the time goes by, the more anxious you're becoming about it. That's going to cause a block. That's going to cause resistance. And I know it's easier said than done to be like, just chill out and let it go. Because you're like, why aren't they contacting me? What's going on? It's getting longer. Oh my God. And it literally does the opposite of what we're wanting. Like, when we're in the energy of waiting, we're just going to be waiting. When we're in the energy of anxiety, it's repellent to what we're trying to receive. So I feel like some of that is what's going on here. And then with the Devil card, I feel like there's also toxic stuff around this person that could be causing them this energy too. Like, it's not all on you all the time. You know, it's not all your fault. It's not just your there's two to tango within every relationship. And if you're in a twin flame dynamic or something with a significant soul connection, there's usually mirroring that's happening too. So she probably has a lot of her own anxiety, a lot of her own stress, a lot of her own stuff that's coming up in this toxic vibration. So I feel like you're just in a cycle right now, or in a energetic time within your timelines, that are causing you to be stressed out, anxious, and both of you to be kind of creating stuff in your reality that isn't necessarily for your highest and best. So with the Queen of Pentacles coming through, I'm getting ringing in the ear too right now. You've got to remember your value and your worth. You've got to remember that you are strong and that you are capable and that you're worthy of receiving communication, that you're worthy of receiving abundance and healing and good things. That, and even if you don't receive communication from this person, it doesn't mean anything about you. It doesn't take away from your value and your worth. It shouldn't create so much of this, you know? We need to be able to stand firmly in our own power. And again, on their side too, because they're mirrors. Anything I say to you that you're dealing with somebody significant, a soul connection, they're going to mirror these types of things back to you. So they're going to need to learn this as well. They're going to need to learn their own value and worth. They're going to need to take that next level commitment to themselves to remember that they're valuable and worthy and that they can have good things in their life. But I feel like this energy of the Devil is kind of hindering you. And again, third parties, outside influence, negative thoughts, negative beliefs, negative actions, all of that stuff I feel like is what's causing a problem. And with the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Cups, it's like you could easily switch out of this energy into a more positive place that will bring you to your Ten of Cups, that will bring you to that Empress energy, that will put you forward faster in the Chariot, okay? So it's basically like being that single, sexy, confident, independent, you know, pre-Empress energy, finding things that fuel you up and make you feel good right now in the moment, knowing that you're worthy, you're valuable, you're beautiful, you're amazing, and that whatever's going on around you or what other people are doing or not doing shouldn't reflect on that. And I know the longer the time goes, the harder it can be, but know that you are going through everything that you go through for a reason. It's all a lesson or a blessing. Usually the lessons turn into blessings. So I'm going to use one of these and see what they say about surrendering. Surrender comparison with other people and surrender to what is just came through. So keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your strengths, attractiveness, and power. So if this person in your life isn't communicating with you, sometimes we can start to think like, well, there must be other people in their life that are better than me, or that like so and so is doing it right. How come I can't figure it out? Like how come everything I do gets messed up? And like the longer the time goes by, like the more of those types of thoughts we start to have, like, they're probably never going to talk to me. They never cared about me. They're not thinking about me. Bop boop. And whatever you think is what you create. So if you think those things, you create those things, you add to that energy of all those little lies of, oh, they don't care. They're not talking about me. They're not thinking about me. So that's what you see, regardless of what is. And like their surrender to what is says, flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it will bring you peace. So just allowing whatever is in this moment to just be. And look, effortlessness. Surrender to the effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. And again, it's like the flow. Flow with what is. You need to just allow. You need to just kind of let it be and know that whatever's meant to be will be. But I get it. I understand why it's difficult, and I know that it's easier said than done. You kind of have to like think of it as an addiction and try to wean yourself off of that addiction. Like how many times a day you're thinking about the person, and when you are thinking about the person, what are the thoughts that you're thinking connected to that person? Are they spinning into that place of like, it's been so long and it's just like, oh no, what are they doing? Who are they with? All of these lies that just get out of control because they're probably not thinking any of those things or doing any of this intentionally. It's just happening. It's just what is. But I do feel like you will hear communication from this person with the Knight of Swords. But again, it comes down to releasing that anxiety so that communication can happen. And then the Four of Wands, getting stable and secure within your foundation and knowing and trusting and believing that everything is working out for you. Everything is getting easier. I don't have to be stressed out about this. And in fact, the less stressed out I am about it, the easier it's going to be for me to have the shifting. And I feel like this person's probably going through their own shit right now with that Devil card and with the Tower here. I feel like there's stuff going on in their life that you don't even know about that's causing them their anxiety. So that could be impacting you and making you feel anxious. That could be making you feel ways that they're feeling that you're unaware of, but it could be, just compounding things and causing you to have to wait longer. With the Three of Wands, that's just like we're waiting and waiting and waiting, and we need to release that energy of waiting so that things can manifest. So walk away from that energy that you've been in and allow yourself to know and trust that things are going to work out for you, for the highest and best, for justice to be had. Focus on self-love at this time. Focus on filling up your own cup at this time, and know that, making your own goals and process and progress towards your new goals, making new expectations for yourself on a daily, regular basis. Like when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I'm going to do is XYZ. Like if I normally wake up and I think about this person, or I check on their social media, or whatever it is, shift it into a new way of being. Like I'm going to affirm, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to be peaceful, I'm going to be relaxed, and I'm going to go through the process that I need to go through to nurture myself into this feminine essence that's allowing and receptive for a rebirth so that good things can happen. But yeah, look, meditation and patience is going to give you the assistance that you need to get out of this crappy energy and to let go into a forward movement. But you also need to reflect at this time of like, what isn't working for me? Let me make new goals at this time. Let me shift this vibration up so that I don't have to keep feeling this way. So let me see if there's anything that comes through this deck real quick. Yeah, so look, soul retrieval is needed for you to remember who you were before the trauma pain shaped you into false versions of your divine selves. So this is my counterpart oracle, and it's basically saying like, go do some meditation. I have soul retrievals on the channel that I've put out there for free before that can help you to retrieve the parts of yourself that have been lost when you've been hurt. Okay, and that's going to help you to retrieve those pieces of you that are causing this imbalance and causing these blocks within this connection. You deserve so much more than what I can give you is another issue here, and I feel like you both mirror this to each other. This person probably has their own insecurities, their own anxiety, their own blocks going on, their own karmic bullshit that's happening, and you're mirroring it on your side. So you need to take responsibility on your side and be like, no, I'm not going to be that person anymore. I know my value. I know I'm worthy. I know I deserve good things. I have everything and more to give to another person. But if I don't believe that, then it's going to be really hard for me to attract someone and to give it to if I don't truly think that I have something worth giving them. And then karmic relationship is another thing from past lives. So if this person's still in a karmic relationship, there's things that they need to get out of, and I feel like there is stuff happening within that that's also causing, think about when you're depressed and you're sad and you're not feeling good. You're usually not reaching out to everybody being like, hey, what's going on, ba 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 da boop. So I feel like they're just going through shit right now that's blocking the communication and is keeping them from speaking to you, and they need to find peace, and as well as you can find peace though, because you've done this before in many lives. But yeah, it's not anything you've done. It's just something that is being mirrored. But I do feel like your wishes can come true. Things can be illuminated here. But it's time to take back your power and to trust your intuition and to stop with the self-sabotage and the false ideas that block you from what you're wanting. With that Four of Pentacles, it's basically we're creating a bunch of energies around us that are keeping us stuck, and we don't need that. And when we can release that, the Four of Wands will come into play here. So you won't feel like you're being rejected or missing out on things anymore. Good things can happen. All right. Ooh, why does that keep happening? All right. That makes so much sense. Awesome sauce. Let's see. Hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. All right, so Drew, we've got Drew, and now Paloma. And again, for anybody that's just coming in, if you want to be a part of the questioning, the members get their free questions, and then anybody else can either do a super chat or a $2.99 donation with all the links in the description box, or you're welcome to just hear the messages that are coming through, because there's a lot of people that come in that have already paid to be here, and people who are donating to get their questions answered. But Paloma says, I want to know how my DM is. I haven't had any clues from him since the last time, and what is next on the twin flame journey. All right, so how is the DM? There's no clues from him. I'm going to use my counterpart oracle again. I just need some time to come to terms with everything I'm experiencing is the first card from him. So I feel like that's why you're not getting any clues from him. You're not really hearing from him. You're not really seeing any signs of him like in the 3D. But it's not like, I think, yeah, he says, I keep my eyes on you even if you don't know it. So I feel I need to protect you from the world and sometimes even myself. So he's just kind of spending some time in the background. He's also afraid of what others might think or say. He knows he shouldn't care, but he does. And I feel like this could be for multiple reasons. This could be because of what's already played out between you in the past. He could be afraid of what your friends are going to think or what your family's going to say. He could also be afraid based off of things he said in the past about you. And now to maybe he, like when he was mad or upset or trying to justify doing stupid shit, he could have made things up or just elaborated on things in a way that weren't so pleasant. So to come back around and be like talking to you and hanging out with you, he may have to eat his own words and act like, oh, that never happened. And that may be difficult for him to do. He says, you are perfect from head to toe, inside and out. And then the root chakra is here. So I feel like he could be struggling with his safety, his security, his own basic needs. He may be not feeling very confident within what he has to offer you, whether it be monetarily or even just physically. This also says anger and aggression, a lack of abundance, greediness, fear, impatience, and then physical blockages surrounding safety and security. So get grounded and practice techniques that will anchor you back into the present moment. I feel like you need to get back into the present moment and he needs to get back into the present moment. You both need to work on your root chakra. So while you're in meditation or while you're setting your intention, you can just focus on how can I feel more secure and more safe in this moment. I don't need to worry about what already played out because we know that doesn't really go anywhere well. And I don't need to focus on what's going to happen because that's just going to make me anxious. So I'm just going to get back into the present moment and deal with what I can deal with right here and now, because that's all I can really deal with. I can prepare for the future and I can learn from the past, but I can't really change either one. I can only change what I'm doing right here now, and that will help me in the future, but not if I'm approaching it in anxious, I don't know what I'm going to do, I'm going to die, oh my god. And then we also have the throat chakra, so I feel like this is another block for him where he's afraid to communicate. There's a lack of truth, there's inauthenticity within the relationship, and it's time to get honest, real, and vulnerable. Communicate telepathically or in person, and how are you showing up in the world? So, where do you hold yourself back? Where are you not using your voice? Where do you bite your tongue? Where are you not allowing the fullness of your expression to be spoken? And again, I feel like this ties into that, like, I'm afraid of what others might think or say because maybe I said one thing that I didn't mean, or maybe I said it when I meant it but I don't mean it anymore. Or again, maybe I'm just afraid of the truth. I'm afraid to admit that I care. I'm afraid to admit, like, all of these deep feelings. I'm afraid I'm going to screw up again. I'm afraid that I'm going to end up hurting you because I already did. I've already made a mistake here. And shadow work is definitely needed. So dive into the shadow to find the light. Deep wounds are in need of illumination. So doing some shadow work prompts, you can get free prompts online. You can just meditate again on these things, like how can I open my, do meditation to open the throat chakra. Practice a daily practice of speaking your truth, even if you're just speaking it to yourself and then intending to speak telepathically with him, to share your authentic, vulnerable truth. Because I feel like once somebody has hurt you, or once something has been difficult between you and another person, a lot of times there's a wall that we put up with those people so that we can protect ourselves, so that we don't get hurt again, or so that we don't look foolish, or so that, they don't think something bad about us. And that causes inauthentic expression, and it causes weirdness, and it causes separation. So try to communicate with him in your mind, and do some meditation for the throat, the root. And he says, I adore your smirks and smiles. I love your cute little laugh. What do you even see in me? So again, I feel like some of this, what was just coming through before, is like these inadequacies, these insecurities, these things that are making people feel like, I don't deserve love, or I don't deserve you, or you're too good for me. And then the third eye, which is connected to those illusions and that perspective that needs to shift from I'm not worthy of this, or I already screwed this up, or it's not safe to be seen. So limited perspectives, clarity is needed. Look deeper and through the eyes of your divine counterpart to see both sides of the story and eliminate victim consciousness. So try to remember, like, where he's coming from within all of this. Like why might he be holding back? Why might he not be showing up? He kind of already told you. Like, he's afraid of hurting you. He's wanted to apologize, but he was afraid of even apologizing because he didn't want to be misunderstood. So I feel like there's a lot of that within this. There's a lot of fear of just real, authentic, vulnerable communication. There's like a fear of just communicating openly with you. There's a lot of illusions around communicating with you. And there's just some like insecurities that need to be worked on. So I wake up in the middle of the night and I feel so sad when I realize you're not here. So this person is definitely thinking about you, dreaming about you, missing you, but I feel like holding themselves back to protect you. And you are both star seeds. You are here for a bigger mission than your 3D mind can comprehend. Bring your focus onto service and assist the collective in the grand shift. All right. All right. Boobity boo. What are the major changes around me that I can expect in the next 24 hours? I'm not sure if you made a donation. Let me double check. I got one from Melissa and two from Melissa. All right. Just want to make sure. So, Natasha, if you would like to have a reading, there's a couple of links in there, or I can come back around at the end if I still have some time to answer yours. But I'm gonna do the people who've already paid in the order that they've come in, just because they're part of the membership and all of that. So Where was I? Okay. Rick Astor, I'm fasting today after energy healing yesterday. Awesome sauce. Ryan says, so just can you pull a card for Four Winds Casino in my current job living situation? I feel like I've been getting mixed messages from my intuition. Okay. Um, I got the 12th house with I dream, surrender, dreams, endings, old age, poetry, and then divine mother. Allow the divine to nurture. Nature leads when you surrender. So I feel like you need to surrender and you need to trust your dreams at this time. Pay attention to what your dreams are telling you about where you're headed. But you are in a fertile energy right now. You got the Cancer energy, you got the fertile energy. Then there's another fertile energy, and you just saw me shuffle this deck. The reading that I just did the other day, all these cards are coming out for. But your self-expression, your creative energy, you need to nurture it and allow it, and nurture your home and allow for where your home is at this time to just be what it is, like allow, surrender, and nurture this time period that you're in so that the fertile seeds can harvest abundance. And just trust that as you nurture where you're at in this present moment and you're grateful for where you're at in this present moment, it's going to help you to manifest your dreams coming true. But if you are constantly like, I don't know, then you're going to cause imbalances and blocks. It says sleepless dreams and seas of thought. I feel like they want you to start like a journal of your dream time, okay? So when you wake up in the middle of the night, because I do it all the time. I have weird ass dreams and then I wake up and I think I'll remember them and I don't. They want you to have like a dream journal going on so that you can dive deeper into these hidden things. So the underworld, the transformation, the Pluto, Scorpio energy. There's things that are unseen right now that are going to help you to tap in and figure out what's the best path for you. But right now, in this moment, the best path for you is to be grateful and focused on the good things that are present so more good things can become present. And know that not everything goes in a straight line. So wherever you're at right now, it's like things are expanding, things you might be coming back to that you've already dealt with so that you can go deeper into the healing that needs to happen. But yeah, I feel like basically just try not to stress yourself out, because no matter where you go or what you do or what happens, it's our beliefs that really make or break it. Like if we go into expecting not good things, then usually those things don't work out well for us. So what are you believing about your outcomes? Try to shift those and know that when you take action from a place of gratitude, it's going to bring abundance and wealth and health and opportunities for better outcomes. So if you're not really jiving with what you have going on right now or what could possibly happen, try to just release that fear and that doubt and know that it's not a straight path, and wherever you're going to go is going to be meant for you in the end. But there is an opportunity right now and a gateway that's open for you if you accept it and you allow for it and you see and trust your potential to be your true self and to go in with your inner power and share what you learn, okay? You already have universal understanding and learning and everything within you that you need to know, but a lot of times we don't trust it. You need to trust it and release any burdens and detoxify the energy that's around you. Keep protecting your space, keep protecting your home, keep intending that everything is good, and it will continue to be good. Be aware of what you're co-creating, okay? And that's going to help you to change what you're co-creating. But yeah, I feel like basically right now it's just try to be okay with what is, even if it's not ideal, and know that it's all going to work out in the end. If you believe it will. If you don't believe it will, then it probably won't. But try to nurture your truth, and have a good high vibrational truth focused around where you're headed and who you are and the strength that you have inside of yourself to create better outcomes. And do I know all my strengths and am I using them? So we all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in the zone of our genius. This inspires others to do the same. So ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? And then share that, you know. Don't focus on the things that aren't working or the things that you don't feel confident in. And then to where does my soul want to travel? So listen to your soul too. When we travel, we grow. When we open up our little world to more adventure, thrills, patience, understanding, trust, and oneness, our hearts and minds expand and our desires are satisfied. Where is your soul calling you to visit? Pick a location on your desired list, choose a date, when you will get there, and start planning. Create a Pinterest board or start searching on travel sites for the best restaurants. Anything that will create movement to let the universe know that you are ready to make it happen, and then believe that you can. So even if you don't have the money right now and you're like, oh, I can't go anywhere, I can't travel, blah, 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 start acting like you can and you will. Same for where you're living. Like if I'm not happy with where I'm living, I'm going to start manifesting, I'm going to start looking. Like I keep getting all these weird signs about going to Tennessee. I'm like, all right, even the fucking Tennessee, like that song kept coming up. So who knows? Like I don't care. At this point it's like what the fuck ever. As long as it's south, I'm good. But yeah, just trust and know. Create like a little vision board. You can make one in Canva, you can make one by hand, but to trust and know that good things are out there for you. All right, so Jess, hello. What messages are coming through about my job? Should I stay where I'm at or looking for a new opportunity? All right, Jess. I have the Angels in Your Business deck here. Hello, Melissa. How are you? This is a weird deck. I got it like very inexpensively. It was inexpensive when I bought it. Clear your energy. Stop, drop, and realign with the highest. I feel like we gotta like do some rap music. But they're saying to stop, drop, and realign with the highest vibration, with your highest self. What does your fucking soul want? What is your inner truth speaking to you? Do you feel serving like yourself here? Do you feel like your soul is at its highest and best? Do you feel like this is the place for that to happen? Or do you feel like it's time to go for a new opportunity? You are a manifesting machine. And everything that you focus on manifests. We all have this capability, but a lot of times we focus on what's not working or what is blocked or what problem is there. So we make that problem even bigger or that issue even larger. And it's like, oh no, now it's a big mountain. Like, I can't do this or I'm afraid of that, or boop. And we see that abundantly. So start to know that you are manifesting abundantly and there's infinite opportunities present for you. But get yourself more visible too into these other opportunities. Maybe there's an opportunity out there that's ready to knock on your door, but you're blocking it by not even acknowledging or fully embracing like I want another opportunity. Because I feel like you do. You wouldn't be asking, you wouldn't be asking about a new opportunity if you weren't ready for one, or if you weren't feeling like it's time to go somewhere else. So open yourself up to those possibilities by putting yourself out there, by either like thinking about what it is that you'd really like to do on a soul level and start trying to find ways to make that happen. Like what teachings are available out there for you to start integrating that new version of yourself, or start putting in applications or resumes to places that you feel might be more aligned for your soul, and start looking online too and see like what other places that I can use what I have inside of me already, all that I've learned and all that I do and all that I know right now, to grow and to evolve and to find the best opportunity. And they're saying stop trying to do everything alone. So call on your guides, and again they're saying stop, drop, and clear your energy, and trust your gut. Your body knows the truth. So ask your spirit, ask your guides, ask your friends, ask your family. I feel like there's more opportunities present for you around you, but you haven't verbalized it. You're not really like openly seeking it. You may be even afraid to let other people know about this because you don't want that job to find out or get in a bad position. But you got to know and trust, what is your values saying to you? Like, does the place that you're at align with your core values? Does it make you feel good? Do you come home energized, or are you feeling burnt out from it? Those are the types of things that we want to think about, and what our gut is telling us to do when it comes to our truth and what we feel aligned to do. So your sacred wealth code This is another deck that I really like. It's your Sacred Wealth Code. There's only like 27 cards in it, but it's cool. Look at leader. I lead from the heart. Confident, brilliant, purposeful, courageous, committed, authentic, positive, inspiring, passionate, empowered, visionary, vital, integrous, trustworthy. So again, it's time for you to lead from your heart. It's time for you to be the leader. I think I've told you this not too long ago. I just opened right up to the leader. And it says, mantra, I lead from the heart, and the sole desire is to live up to your highest potential and guide others to theirs for their greatest good of all. The purpose is to live in the present, free from the past, and to create an ideal future. So the leader is inspiring, confident, purposeful person with the clarity to courageously lead others towards a better future. As a leader, you embody the true essence of leadership in that you guide by example and teach others to lead themselves. You have a vision, therefore you can help others create a vision and inspire them to align with your goals. You are brilliant, heart-centered, and lead from the inside out by tapping into divine guidance, trusting your intuition, and being an authentic expression of your most valued gifts and talents. You are passionate about developing people and know that true fulfillment comes from genuinely being valued. You expertly build a secure structure where your team is using their most valued gifts to achieve more than they believe is possible while contributing to the success of the whole. You've united them, and now they are committed to moving your mission forward as if it were their own. So I feel like there is an opportunity for you to be the leader. If you're working under people right now, like you have like bosses that you've got to turn to and all of that, like there's an opportunity out there for you to be the leader and for others to be there with you to help you, but you would be the leader in the mission. You would be the one that's the guide. The shadow of the leader is you are better than most at what you do, but if you let it go to your head, your ego will stroke you into arrogance. You can become addicted to power and delude yourself into thinking that power and responsibility are yours and yours alone. So that would be like when you're trying to do everything by yourself. I feel like kind of what I was saying, you need to let other people know that that you're looking for other opportunities, because I feel like other people are going to trust and know enough within you that you can lead into a new direction. And some people might even want to go with you. Maybe there's time for you to start your own business and bring others in under that business for yourself. And when you are stressed, you can be over controlling, and when this happens, it may feel impossible for your team to trust you or be led by you. You will literally squeeze the life out of your mission. If you find yourself in the shadow of the leader, you may have lost your connection to source and put your ego in charge. It would be time for a serious break to get back to the roots of whatever spiritual practice keeps you tuned into the present moment. So basically, the inspired action plan is I practice presence to be divinely aligned with my high value gifts and to live into my greater potential while courageously leading others to theirs. So take that role seriously. Like if I'm not feeling fulfilled here, if I'm feeling kind of like should I go somewhere else, who can I trust? Like I need to show other people that that's possible. I need to be the leader. I need to let others know that it is possible, that they don't have to live in a life that they're not feeling aligned to, that they don't have to keep showing up to somewhere that they're not feeling is the best place for them. So maybe it's time for you to create your own opportunity and create opportunity for other people and take that on as the responsibility as the leader in what you're ready to do. All right. So Melissa, you sent 2 questions. I'm just going to jump them down here and look at them. Oh, wait, are they here? They're not here, but I can look at them here. Boobity boop. I'm open to whatever has to come through. And is my twin flame the same person that ghosted me since April? Oh, shit. Sorry. All right. So we're going to do the open, and then is the twin flame the same person? And hello, Boosh.